Okay, welcome to room 1. Today we will be using this orb as a starting place in an adventure I like to call What Can Go Wrong. There are many whats that can go wrong. Today we will look at one particular what that happens to, I'd say, at least 15 to 20% of all of the folks that start out. So don't feel odd if this happened to you. It's very common. I'm going to show you how it occurred and how it can be fixed. You've probably already fixed it yourself, but you may or may not have noticed what caused the problem, and you may or may not have noticed how you fixed the problem. So let's look at this so that you know better for next time. Alright? I'm pressing the Alt key with my thumb and the E key with my forefinger. We are now editing. I'm going to click with my left mouse button, the new, press Y for yes, and I am making my own little universe. So let's start. Press the insert key. Yay, there's a domain. Quick, right arrow. I can't wait to add some nice walls. So here's some walls. Yay, there's walls. So now I hit the right keyboard arrow and I click to add an object. The very first object is always the player. I now do the right arrow again, and I'm in the VDEF, the view area, and you can see the little white triangle here. It's blue when I roll over it. That's the view. So we have a view, we have an object right there, we have 4 walls right here, and we have a domain. We're good to go. We've got our own little universe that we have just created. So I'm going to press Alt S for save, call this ZCWN001. Those are my initials, CWN, and I put a Z on so it flows to the bottom of the orb list. I press enter. Now I'm going to press Alt L for load, then Alt E. Didn't take. Let's do that again. Alt L for load, and then Alt E, and there we go. It, quote, worked, but we are now looking at a black orb of emptiness. It's not blackness of nothingness. As you can see, there is something there. There's a domain and 4 walls, but it is black. So what's the deal? Why is it black? How do we fix it? Alright, Alt E, we're back. Why is there no floor? Well, what's the floor texture? No name. Well, let's give it a name. Let's call it Brick 1. So we now have a texture for the floor. Let's press Alt S, save our change, Alt L to load, and now let's go to Alt E and look at, hey, now we have something. There's a floor, no more blackness everywhere. The walls are black, but as you may guess, the walls are black because they also have no name. So let's pick cement 7 for no good reason other than it was right there. Click OK, and I'm going to save and reload that, and there's my wall with cement 7. Now I can add textures on the other walls that remain black. Not necessary. That's not what this tutorial is about. This tutorial is just to give you a clue on why your very first orb may have ended up being black. And that's because in the rush to create a domain and some walls, you may have neglected to define a texture, a graphic that would skin those floors and ceilings and walls. So now you know the why, and more importantly, you know how to fix it. Good luck with your blue lining.